Subtraction. Last time we saw addition. Subtraction is opposite of addition. Let's start with simple examples. So let's say from 1 to 9. So let's take the first one, 3 minus 2. So what does this mean? There are 3 sticks and there are 2 sticks. From 3 sticks, remove 2 sticks. Okay, so 1, 2. So we are left with 1 stick. Similarly, 6 minus 3 is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have to write the second one. So from 6 we have to remove 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we are left with 1, 2, 3. Okay, another way of looking at it is if we are talking of a number line. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Addition is, when we talk of addition, we are going in this direction. When we talk of subtraction, we are going in the opposite direction. So, for example, 3 plus 2 is what? Start from 3 plus 2. So, since we are going in the left to right direction, we are adding. So, that is 5. 3 minus 2. So, 3 minus 2 is what? Start from 3, go backwards. So, that is 1. Do one more. 8 minus 3. So start from 8. 1, 2, 3. So 8, 7, 6, 5. So 5 is the answer. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. So you're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's look at bigger numbers. Let's look at 10 to 99. So 50 minus 22. Now this is a little bit tricky. You can't subtract from 0. How can you remove 2? Can you? From 0, how can you remove 2? So remember, in addition also we did this. In subtraction also we can do the same thing. 50 can be written as 50, 0. 22 can be written as 20 plus 2. Okay, so here this doesn't have, 0 doesn't have enough to for us to remove 2 from it. So what it does is it has to borrow it from somewhere. So it will borrow it from here. So it can borrow only in tens here because this is the tens place. So it will borrow 10. So 10 plus 0 becomes what? 10. So 10 plus 0 becomes 10. So now what is left here? What is left here is 40 because 10 has been given. Okay, so 10 minus 2 we know. So start from 10, go backwards. So 10, 9, 8. So 8. Okay, 0 remains same. 4 minus 2 is 2. So 20 plus 8 is 28. So the answer is 28. But let's do it here itself. So 10, so 0 minus 2 can't be done. So borrow 1. So borrow 1 means what? Here we are left with 4 and here it becomes 10. So 10 minus 2 is 8. 4 minus 2 is 2. So 28. Try to understand it step by step, and then after enough practice you should be able to do it without actually going step by step. And finally you should be able to do it in your mind itself. So 56 minus 13. 6 minus 3 is 6. 5, 4, 3. 5 minus 1 is 5, 4, 43. Okay, let's look at 91 minus 16. These are all subtractions. Okay, now 1 doesn't have enough for us to remove 6 from it. So borrow. So you are left with 8 and here it becomes 11. So 11 minus 6 is 5. 11, 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 3, 6. So 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, 8 minus 1 is 7. Okay, 75 is the answer. Let's go for still bigger numbers. 652 minus 102. If both the numbers are same, then you have to, I take from 2 from you, so you are left with 0. Okay, 5 minus 0, if you remove 0 from something, there is no effect. The other way around is 5 minus 0 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay, let's do another one. 803 and 684. Now here 3 doesn't have enough for us to remove 4 from it, so it has to borrow from 0. Right, let's take it step by step because this is a little bit tricky. So 803 can be written as 800 plus 0 plus 3. 600 plus 80 plus 4. Okay, let's see. 3 not enough, so borrow. Now this also doesn't have it, so it will in turn borrow from 800. But from 800, how much will it borrow? It will borrow 100. So you are left with, now here you have 100. Right? So from this 100, it will borrow 10. So borrowing happens based on the position, whether it is units, tens. From units nobody will borrow, but from tens, from hundreds, from tens only tens will be borrowed, from hundreds hundreds will be borrowed, from thousands thousand will be borrowed. Okay, so from now it has enough to give. So from 100, how much will be borrowed? 10 will be borrowed, right? So here it becomes 13. 10 plus 3. How much is left here? 90 is left. Remember 10 we are giving. We borrowed 100 from 800 and we are giving out of that 10 to the unit space. So here you are left with 13 now. So 13 minus 4 is what? 13, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay. 90 minus 80 is how much? 10. Now remember 100 was given off, so immediately you should keep changing this. So 700 minus 600 is how much? 100. So the final answer is what? 119. Okay, now let's do the same thing here without going into step by step. So 3 not enough, so borrow. So since 0 doesn't have enough, it will borrow. So how much will it borrow? Remember, in the expanded version, we are borrowing 100. But here, because of the place value system, we are going to borrow 1 from 8. So 8 will be left with 7. This will become 10. This will become 10. Out of the 10, 1 is being borrowed. So 3 becomes 13. And 10 becomes 9. So 13 minus 4 is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. 7 minus 6 is 1. So 119. Okay, let's quickly do one more. 935 minus 799. So 5 not enough. So borrow. So borrow. This becomes 2. This becomes 15. So 15 minus 9 is 6. 2 not enough. Again borrow. So this becomes 8 and this becomes 12. So 12 minus 9 is 3. 8 minus 7 is 1. Okay, I think now you know enough to practice, but let's take it a little bit beyond. We have done subtraction, we have done addition and subtraction. Now let's see how we can check whether what we have done is correct or not. 4 minus 2, right? 4 minus 2 is 4, 3, 2. So 2. How do I check? Remember, addition is opposite of subtraction. Subtraction is opposite of. So to check whether subtraction is correct or not, do addition. So 2 plus 2. How much is it? You should get this. If you add these two, you should get this. So 2 plus 2, 4, which means correct, since they are same. Similarly, 7 minus 5 is how much? 7, 6, 5. So 2. 5 plus 2 is how much? 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay, let's do this with larger numbers. So let's do it with 10 to 99. And you will notice that you yourself can check whether the answers are correct or not. So 98 minus 21. 8 minus 1 is what? 8, 7. 9 minus 2 is what? 9, 8, 7. So 77 is the answer. Now let's add these two. So when you add these two, 21 plus 77, what do you get? 7 plus 1, 8. 2 plus 7 is 9. This and this are equal, so the answer is correct. Okay, now let's do the reverse. Right, let's do the reverse. Let's go to addition, what we were doing. Let's go to addition and let's go below now. Let's go down. Let's go to addition here also. 5 plus 3. What happens? 5 plus 3 is 8. Now from this, from 8, remove 3. So how much is it? If you remove 8, 7, 6, 5. So are you getting this? So the answer is correct. Let's do this again for 2-digit numbers. Okay, so let's 45 plus 86. 5 plus 6, 11, 1. So 1 carry. 8 plus 1, 9, plus 4 is 13. So to check whether it is correct or not, 131 minus, you can take any one of these two. So 45. Now we have already seen how to subtract. 1 not enough, so borrow. So this becomes 11. So 11 minus 5 is 6. 2 not enough, borrow. So this becomes 0 and this becomes 12. So 12 minus 4 is 8. Or what you can also do is 131 minus 8 is 6 you can do. Instead of minusing 45, you can do minus 86. So again 1 not enough, so borrow 1. So this becomes 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. 2 not enough, so borrow. This becomes 0. This becomes 12. So 12 minus 8 is 45. Right? Okay. So let's go back to subtraction. So as you have noticed, addition and subtraction they are not equal, they are opposites. The simplest way of looking at it is addition is going in this direction and subtraction is going in the opposite direction. Let's look at very briefly. Let's include negative numbers now. Right, let's look at negative numbers. Again, minus 9. Let's start with simple numbers. Okay, so 6 minus 1 is normal. 6 minus 1 is normal, but here if you notice 6 minus, it is minus 1. So think of it like this. If I say 6 minus 1, I want to go in this direction. If I say 6 plus 5, I mean in this direction. So when I say plus, it is in this direction, minus in the opposite direction. Very simple. So now here 6 is going in one direction, right? And when I say minus 1 without this, 6 minus 1 is going, let's say, in this direction. The moment I put one more minus, that means whichever direction is going in the opposite direction. So which means what? This minus and minus will get cancelled out and it will become, right? So if there is just one minus, if there is plus, it is in this direction. If it is a single minus, it is in the opposite direction. If you have two minus symbol twice, that means what? Because of the first minus, we are going in the opposite direction, and because of the second minus, opposite of that, and opposite of that is what? Plus. So here what happens? 6 minus minus 1 is 7. Okay, let's 9 minus minus 4. So again minus minus cancels. So 9 plus 4, 13. On top also you have a negative number. So minus 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 6. So here what happens? Below, minus minus gets cancelled. 6 minus 6. So minus 6 plus 6 is what? 0. Think a little bit and you'll be able to get the hang of it. So what are the possibilities? The possibilities are this. 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 minus minus 2 is, these two cancels out, so 5. Then fourth possibility is what? Minus 3 minus 3 minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 is what? Now this is, so let's start from 0. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So here you start from minus 3. Okay, minus 2. In which direction? You have to go back backward in this direction. So minus 4 minus 5. So minus 2. So the answer is what? Minus 5. 3 plus 2 is what? Start from 3, 4, 5. So answer is 5. 3 minus 2. So start from 3. Minus 2 means going backwards. So this is 1. 3 minus minus 2. So 3 minus minus means what? Plus. So again forward direction. Minus 3 minus 2 is minus 1. We already see. Okay. What about 2 minus 3? So start from 2 and minus 3. So 1, 2, 3. So what happens? Minus 1. 1 minus 3. So 1, start from 1, 1, 2, 3. So minus 2. So how can we, because for every problem we can't keep drawing number line. So how do we figure out this? See, remember when we were not having enough. So 20 minus 32. I had purposely made sure that on top you have a larger number. But like this. So we were able to borrow and work it out. So borrow 1, 10, 10 minus 2, 8, 1 minus 1, 0. So 8. Okay, so if we have to subtract, say 20 minus 32, what we do is we check which is, ignoring. We don't look at minus sign. We just look at whether 20 is greater than 32. Since 20 is smaller, we reverse this, right? We exchange the values. So we say 32 and 20. And we keep the minus now. Now it becomes easier to subtract. So 2 minus 0 is 2. Minus 3 plus 2 is what? Remember, minus 3 plus 2 is going this side. So it becomes minus 1. Or you can directly say 3 minus 2 is 1, and whichever number is larger, whatever sign it has, that sign will come to the answer. So here nothing is there means plus. So since 32 is greater than 20 and 32 has the negative sign, we put it here. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do 2, 3 more, because this is minus 999 and 999. Minus 971 minus 987. Remember, minus what happens? Cancels out. So it becomes plus. Now here, the first thing you do is check whether which one is bigger, ignoring the sign. So 987 is bigger. So put 987 on top and minus 971, you take it down. Now do the subtraction. So 7 minus 1 is 6. 8 minus 7 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. Okay. So the answer is 16. You can do the addition also again. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 1, 8. Right? 0 plus 9 is 9. Let's quickly do one more. 351 minus 351 minus 925. Okay, so minus cancels out. Now compare. 925 is bigger, so minus 351. 5 minus 1 is 4. 2 not enough, So borrow. So this becomes 8. So 12 minus 5, 7. 8 minus 3, 5. Again, just do the addition. 4 plus 1, 5. 7 plus 5, 12. Carry 1. 5 plus 1, 6. Plus 3, 9. Correct. Okay, let's do another one. 226 minus 339. So cancels out. This is your normal addition. And you know how to do it. 15, 1, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6, 3 plus 2, 5. Minus 385 minus 576. So minus cancels out. Compare. 576 is bigger. So 576 minus 385. 6 minus 5 is 1. 17. 7 not enough. So 17, borrow 1. 17 minus 8 is 9. 4 minus 3 is 1. But what if the number is minus 585 minus 772? Okay, minus cancels out. Which is bigger? 772 is bigger. Minus 585. Again, straightforward. Start subtracting. 2 not enough, so borrow. So this becomes 6. 12 minus 5 is 7. So 6 not enough, so borrow 1. So this becomes 6. 16 minus 8 is 8. 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay, so remember, if both the numbers have a plus sign, you have to add. If both the numbers have negatives, you again have to add with a negative sign. When plus add with a positive sign. So plus, and the answer will have minus here. If it is plus or minus, plus and minus, one number is plus, one number is minus, then it is subtraction. With negative sign, if the larger number has negative sign. Minus plus, again subtraction with negative sign if the larger number has negative sign. In other words, 3 plus 3 plus 2, if nothing is there, it means plus. So plus 3 plus 2 will give you plus 5, right? Minus 3 minus 2 will give you minus 5, right? 3 minus 2 will give you 1, plus 1. Minus 3 plus 2 will give you 3 minus 2, 1, and larger number has negative sign, so minus. Okay, remember in addition I mentioned something about commutative law, right? What it means is 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3. That means addition you can do it in any order. Now in case of subtraction, that is not true. So 3 minus 2 is not equal to 2 minus 3. Why? 3 minus 2 is 1. 2 minus 3 is what? 2, 1, 0, minus 1. So this is not equal to minus 1. So for addition, commutative law is applicable, whereas in case of subtraction there is no commutative law. So for adding, for subtraction it is not valid. So that is subtraction. Bye for now. See you again.